You see this video, I don't know if it's going to be long, I don't know, but I believe you are going to get something from this video. Yeah, what is happening behind the camera to all immigrants or to some immigrants? Let's put Cruz aside. Yeah, Cruz segue. Things is happening and we cannot deny it. You know, what prompted this video was a discussion I had with a friend yesterday. So he discussed some things with me that is happening to people that I know, and some of them I don't know them. And with what I personally know that is happening to people. You know what? Let me tell you, this video is going to be useful to you that are still coming and you that are here already. Listening. No matter how hardworking you are, no matter how dedicated you are to your work, no matter how much your co-worker or colleagues, how much they love you, no matter how much your supervisor or your manager love you, I don't want to know how much they love you. You know, the thing you have to have at the back of your mind is that you are responsible for staying in this country legally. RCC will tell you, even your work, they will tell you, you are responsible for staying in this country in a legal way. Immediately anything touch your legal status in this country, you're going to lose your job. You're going to lose a lot of things. And that is why I'm telling you, you are responsible. You have to pay attention. Don't let negligence scatter your life. Don't let negligence scatter your journey. You have to pay attention to your legal document in this country. Canada will never allow you to stay in this country in an illegal way. They don't waste time. They will tell you you have to leave. Immediately you have to leave. And mind you, a lot of things is happening to people. You know, there's no way your legal status can be if you are not careful. And that is why you have to know. That is why RC will tell us you need to apply earlier. Don't wait until your paper, as the other people will say, until your paper collapse before you can't afford to lose status. Those things happen, right? But just have it at the back of your mind. No matter how your manager they tell you we love you or you are so dedicated to work, don't let that thing get into you. Continue to do the right thing, but focus on that legal paper that is making you to stay in this country. Now, let me bring it down because I came here through student route, right? You see, being a student in this country, by the time you are done, you graduated, you've done your convocation, and if your course is eligible for postgraduate work permit, that means Canada is giving you a chance to stay back so that you can have Canadian job experience, right? And the immigration minister used to tell every one of us, she used to repeat it every time, either you are a student, you are a visitor, you are a worker, just know you are here temporarily. You should have at the back of your mind. Then she now said, until you are able to find a pathway to apply for permanent residence, that is when you know, okay, you now migrated from temporary to permanent. Now listen, as somebody that came here through student route, there is a thin line that is between, by the time you finish from school, there's a thin line between when you are done with school. You know, that thin line, you have to cross it if your course is eligible for PGWP to become a worker, right? But from crossing to become a worker and from finishing, you know, by the time, no, let me say it this way. By the time you are done with school, the next thing, if your course is eligible for PGWP, you have to apply for, you know, PGWP to become a worker, right? So, you know, when you are done with school, there's a thin line between you going home or becoming a worker. I don't know. Jeff Yobaso. Chori to back on school. To you if you duro as a worker, celebrate here. Is either you get it or you don't get it, you go home. Because immediately you lose that chance. Either because see how things is going. That is why you have no reason. You must be very careful. You can't allow negligence to scatter things for you. A lot of people, negligence has affected them. I'm not you anybody, but please, that your legal paper that is making you to stay in this country. Focus on it. At its reading, be having the plan for the next thing. You know, now this is where I'm going. Now see the standard of as a student, you are now becoming a worker, right? They are raising the standard. PGWP before, you don't have to write English exam, you know, it's very easy. But right now, they've added English exam. Now, come and see where the trick is. Now, in college, there's a requirement if you finish from college, there's a requirement if you finish from university. Now, a lot of people went to university, and the standard of university for English test for you to apply for that PGWP is higher than people that go to college. People like me, I know my. I've seen that. People like me, I know my. I finished from college. Though my English test is very okay, even if it is university, or I pass. It's worth it. But a lot of people that finish from university, they are struggling to get that English. The English test cut off. I think it's 7, right? Why they call it is 5. So you have to get 7 throughout. You see that reading? Oh my God. You know that be Ogun delay. A lot of people get 6. Some people are even written the test like 5 or 6 times. And why some people it's very easy for them. Some people get 10 throughout. Now, if you go to university, you have to know your capacity. That is the essence of this video. If you know you are not that good, don't go to university. The requirement for English test in university is so high. Why don't you just go to college? A lot of people will say, I want to go and do master. I want to go. If you sit down and write English test, can your capacity get more than 7 upward? Because immediately you spend that money. If you don't have that English test has made a lot of people to lose status in this country. And that's what I'm saying. Immediately you apply for PGWB, they are going to give you authorization to work. You can be there for 6 months. You've seen people that have been there for a year, but randomly you are supposed to be there within 6 months. Then during that time you are working, right? All of a sudden they reply you, they deny your PGWB. And the funny thing is, your study permit at that time will have expired. So by the time they deny your PGWB, you are out of state. The RCC will tell you have to leave. That is why you have to pay attention to your papers. A lot of people are in these circles. They don't even know what to do, because your legal status, RCC doesn't joke with it. So that is why, if you know you are in university right now and you are about to finish, start practicing your English test. You can't afford to be scoring 6.5. It is not qualified. It's not going to qualify you to get that PGWB. And if you know you are in college or you are planning to come to Canada to study, go JJ to college. The only requirement for people that finish from college is just 5. Just have 5 from reading, listening, or all those 5 subjects. And it is so easy to get. But if you are still, please, things is happening to people. And the pressure, right? You came to this country, you are invested a lot. At the end of the day, Canada is giving you a chance to stay back so that you can have Canadian job experience. And that single opportunity, you want to lose it. Don't let your negligence make you to lose your status. Things can happen, right? But try your best. Play your part. Calculate things. Yeah. There is no, I'm sorry, I'm shaking it. They don't, no. They don't joke with it. Your legal status. This video don't be too long. I beg. Let me repeat it again. No matter how hardworking you are, no matter how dedicated you are to your job, no matter how your colleagues, no matter how they love you, no matter how your supervisor or your manager love you, no matter how they love you, please, you are responsible for staying in this country in a legal way. Immediately anything tamper with your legal status, your work, the manager that love you will tell you I'm sorry, you have to stop working. Because if you don't do that, they are going to sanction us. And it's not a small money. That is why everybody is paying attention to all papers that you have. And that's why we are telling people that they are still lying to them, that they want to come to this country to come and work with the visitor visa. What is the work permit you want to submit to your employer? That one is another thing. My brother, my sister, please start practicing your English test. Things as up. You can't afford to pay that kind of school fees, and Canada is giving you a chance to stay back so that you can have Canadian job experience, and you are going to lose that opportunity just because of English test. You can't afford for that to happen. Know your capacity. If you know your capacity, if you know you can't cope with university, why don't you find a college? There is a lot of college down here, and the requirement for college, the English test is not that high. I wish you all the best. Once again, please monitor your legal paper that is making you to stay in this country. If you need to apply for extension, apply on time, so that the door will not close on you. I wish you guys all the best. And to those who are facing the challenges right now, God, please help every one of us so that we'll find a reason to glorify your name. I wish you all the best, guys.